Oh, you got a, I don't remember what they call that bucket. I know it's a
Ripper
bucket, but 330 with a ripper bucket on it. He's got his muncher over there on the trailer, crushing up anything big.
Pulverizer.
I think he uses that primarily for concrete. And then a homemade rig for cleaning out underneath the conveyor belts.
Just reaches up under there and pulls out all the fines and stuff under the conveyor.
It cleans out underneath the conveyor.
So you use the 330 to rip all the
stuff
packed up asphalt.
We should have been using the D6 to rip some of it out because they're kind of getting a little high. Keep from collapsing in on top of them.
I mean, that's hard as concrete right there, ain't it?
Oh man.
And they what? Come up here and scoop it up to 980?
980 taking load the crusher up. They got one big power unit here because part of this thing's powered electronically. They got a hydraulic unit.
It's all electrical power.
Some of it is like the conveyor. Like a lot of the conveyors up there, you see those electric motors on them.
Yeah.
And he'll load it.
He'll load it right here.
Yeah. That'll process it up.
How much can that do an hour?
I think he's about 100 tons an hour right now. It just depends on how big and how big the chunks are.
Yeah. How big of a chunk can it take?
About a 24 by 24 there. Anything even bigger than that, they try to break it up before they stick it in there.
It comes up here and dumps into the crusher here.
Technically, it's supposed to be able to take a 42 by 48 piece, but most time they don't let it get in there but that big.
So now we're on the shaker table, right?
Yeah. And
he dumps it right here.
He dumps it right here, and it'll process, shake it down into the jaws.
Right jaws are down in there. What does that do? Spin around?
Yeah.
Smash it in there.
Kind of a combination.
And comes out the conveyor belts in the bottom.
Once it crushes it, and pretty much it gets it down to like 57 stone size to separate the screenings from the gravel, and it'll go back over into there.
And what's in this hopper over here?
This hopper right here is what separates it out.
When the 57 and the
you got 57 going one way. Anything that falls through into the screening pile, then it goes back over to this conveyor. And this conveyor runs back up to the stacker.
Was that about a 100-foot conveyor?
I believe it is. I ain't never measured it.
Well, it's stacked up a good 40-foot pile of screenings right there.
Yeah, it takes about, it's probably about 20,000 tons I think they've processed over here so far.
You said they're going to do what, 50,000?
They're going to do a total of 50,000. Some of this asphalt has been here for like 20 years.
Big old cat powered. Working at night too, aren't they?
They're working from like 4 o'clock in the morning till sometimes as late as 10 o'clock at night. And they're taking off half a day on Saturday. So
back at it Monday morning.
Back at it early Monday morning.
Alright. So the crusher's here, comes up here to the screener. Big shaker table. Some Gold Rush boys like to have this, wouldn't they?
Oh man, they love this thing. It makes their little operation look like tiny toys. Because it separates it, you know, you got 57 falls through on the first rack.
Comes up here, 57 goes there. And the, 78 comes out right here on this conveyor?
78, 50, and screenings material comes out.
And
anything that doesn't
hits
process.
That one, shoots up there. Anything that doesn't process.
Goes right through here. And right back up into the
return. And back up to the crusher.
And it's one big darn electric motor.
Big money.